Well, hello YouTubers, coming to you once again, the big, and I do mean big D, coming to you about expediting. That's right, expediting. Taking the myths and the wonders out of the whole concept of expediting, what you really need to do, what you have to have, and all those good things. With 4 years experience, I think I know something about it. And I was successful. Just like Alan. In fact, Alan taught me. So that being said, today I'm going to show you the final bunk build. And, well, there it is. It's got the sleeping bag on it, my blanket, my pillow, and all it does is just reach down and grab it and lift it up. Just like that. Throw it up and voila. I cut the mattress down. Everything fits. It's very comfortable. That much I can tell you. Now, the other thing you'll notice is these curtains. This is just basically blackout curtains on a shower rod. That's all it is. Now, I'll put one here behind it here too, but they didn't have it, so, well, you know, if they don't have them, you can't do it. They only had one. That insulation is going to go in behind these walls. You'll see the reflectix on the ceiling. Why that? Well, in cold and in the hot, the heat, pop down a little there. Let's stick that back up. I just put it up so you'll have to do this a couple times. It just spray adhesive and up it goes. And what it does, it will basically reflect the heat up off the roof so it doesn't get too damn hot in here. Then I'm gonna put some AGM batteries in here, an inverter, and then I'll be able to run power and your basic, microwave, refrigerator, things of that nature off of that. Now, you'll hear me basically bitch about this a lot, but keep your van clean. Notice? It's clean. The bed is made. It's ready to go. When I get up in the mornings, when I'm out on the road, the first thing I'll do is I'll make this bed. So be sure to tidy up. Keep it clean. Keep it deodorized. Do all those things. It will pay off for you in the end. For one, the shippers are really shocked when you pull in with a clean van. I can tell you that. I've had more comments on, wow, it's clean. You know, I've had several people say, wow, what a van. That's nice. It's basic. But taking care of your van is of the utmost importance. Now, I've been out of service all week because, well, Friday I leave for Yellowstone. There's the camper. I talked about the camper. There it is. She's getting ready to be hitched up Thursday night to we have a 2021 white brand new Armada. Tows that thing like snow tomorrow. But we'll be going to Yellowstone. I'll be doing videos from Yellowstone. But I wanted to show you how this actually turned out. And that's how it turned out. It sits, there we go. I straightened it up. It sits there on that little ledge there, and I got a block under here. And it just goes over to the other side, and there you have it. Now you can board that in if you want. I don't care. I'm just going to shut the door on it, but the comfort factor is what I'm looking for. If you can't sleep out here, then it's not going to do you any good to be out here. You're not going to do any good. Now, there's some other essentials I think you should have. Now, people can argue with me. I don't care. I always carry a code reader. That's a jumper box in case I leave something on. And that's my cook lunch box. I, put a little tray in there, let it heat up. You got to have a hard hat, and there's safety glasses down below. There is a, we call that a dash cam. There's your Easy Pass. I bought the adhesive cup one. Stick up there, the little suction cuppies. So that makes not like a nice seat cushion, because you're going to be in it for a while, so you may want to, make yourself comfortable, because you're going to be sitting when you drive. I put that on there just to make sure people see me at night, those little reflective tapes. But, I carry, you can see there's tools on both sides, so if I need to pop those things off in the back, like I talked about, you can. But, my headset, multi-charger, that's just junk right now. That'll be cleaned up. That'll be cleaned up. I always carry alarm clock. I always carry an alarm clock to make sure I get up. I mean, it was 20 bucks on Amazon. These work really well. You can plug them in and charge them up. Takes 2 batteries and you plug them in. They charge up and work just great. Alarm clock, I highly recommend. But for the most part, all I need to do is put some Easy Track down, or E-Track, not Easy Track, but E-Track down in it, and should be good to go. I keep a little calculator over there. Armor All wipes to wipe the dash down. You're going to live in your van. Make sure it's clean. Okay? I also love these little pin holders here. You can get them at truck stops, or you can order them off Amazon. They clip on your visor, and you always know where your pins are. You won't ever be looking for a pin. Just reach up and grab it. I really like those. So you can get an idea. I use a floorboard over there. When I put the refrigerator and the microwave in, it's going to go where the seat is. But next thing you'll see going in will be the inverter, batteries, the electrical. Then I will put the diesel heater in, which is very simple. So is the inverter. They're very simple to install. You can do it yourself, and I'm going to show you how, so you can save all those monies. I know people charging $500 to put a diesel heater in that cost $100 to $150. It'll take you an hour. That's roughly $350 to $400 an hour to drill 2 holes. Basically all it is. 2 holes, 2 2-inch holes, and then just put some screws in. Yeah, that's what you're paying for, folks. I think you should keep that money in your pocket because you're going to need it. People are out there telling you what they need and everything. Now, the other thing I'm bringing up is, I've been off for 3 days. What did I do in those 3 days? Well, I built the bunk. I did the reflectors on the top. I installed these things. Put them all in. Don't let your downtime be unproductive. Tomorrow is Thursday. This van's being dropped off at my mechanic's. He's going to basically take it and change out the transmission fluid. We're going to drain and fill the tranny. And we're going to do the rear axle grease. I'm having that all changed out and full synthetic put in. All the belts and hoses checked. I'm giving it a good look over. I mean, it doesn't have that many miles on it. I had a great week last week with Paxton Expedited Services. Very, very happy. Very easy week and made lots of money. Can't complain about that. But this has only got 72.9 on it now. So you can see what kind of mileage I have on it. But I'm still doing all that. The rear brakes are new. The front brakes are new. The tires are new. Yeah. I make sure when this van goes on the road that if I want to go out across the country, it should make it. I keep it clean. It's going to get lettered up on the 2nd. Yep. Should be lettered up on the 2nd. And I'll do a video of that so you can see the lettering go, and then it'll be official. I'll be running with Paxton Expedited Services. That's right. So you can see how this van's progressing as we go. Now the one thing about this is nice is that this came from Amazon. It tells you, your volts or your power coming out of there, and you just turn it off like that. Push it off, boom, everything drops off. And I kind of like that because I don't like it to be on the whole time, especially if it's sitting. In fact, I'm going to unplug it. So my thing is that if you take care of your equipment's going to take care of you. If you don't take care of your equipment, I got news for you. Your equipment will not take care of you either. Take care of your stuff. Quit listening to bullshit. I mean, I've heard stuff out there from people doing this who are just, I just can't believe they say some of this stuff. If you're going to go out and spend $50,000 for a van and run part-time, you're not going to make any money. If you're going to have a $600 a month van payment and a roughly $600 a month insurance payment, you're not going to make a lot of money. There, I said it. I'll be honest about it. So don't get into this industry like a lot of people do, because what they do is they go out and say, hey, I want to be an expediter. Never done it, but I know I can do it. Well, then you find out you don't like it. You got a $50,000 van that's depreciated right out from under you, and then you say, well, gee, now what do I do? Well, you got to sell it. Okay. And then when you sell it, you get nothing out of it. You know, I've listened to a guy the other day talking about how he's making, you know, $300, $400 and all this stuff. And I'm laughing because he puts in his van payment, his insurance, cost of gas. You forgot the depreciation, didn't you? If you lose $10,000 to $15,000 in a year on your value of your van, that's about $250 a week in depreciation, isn't it? So you made $250, but you forgot that $250 a week depreciation. Yeah, you made nothing. You're losing it in the van. And people don't like to talk about that, but now you can see the reflectix. I didn't do over those bars because the lights were on them and I was running out of the material, so yeah, it'll work. But you know, just remember when you start figuring out your cost and everything, the van depreciates. Every mile you put on it takes down from its value. Remember that, because if you put 100,000 miles on the van, I mean, you got people out there, vans got 300,000 miles. No one really wants them. I don't know about you, I'm not going to go out and buy a $300,000 mile used van. I'm just sorry, I don't need that headache. Well, I dropped the new motor in it. Well, yeah, but then you got all the other issues. I mean, you got all the other components of that van. Don't you? I mean, those components don't count. I mean, you know, people don't like to talk about business. You're actually running your own business as an expediter or a courier. You're in your own business, folks. You're going to pay all your taxes and everything. That's you. You're responsible. So this is Big D saying, remember, when you're figuring up your cost, don't forget to figure up if your van's depreciating $12,000 a year, that's $250 a week. So when you do your weekly recap, don't forget your depreciation. I always tell people to buy a used one with, you know, low miles on it and let the other sucker take the depreciation hit first. It loses 10% the moment it hits the street. 10%. So 50,000 hit the street, lost 5, so then it became 45. Now, it can be worse than that if you paid more than you should have. So if you should have bought the van for 45, yeah, well, when it hit the street, it lost that. It's 40,000. It loses it from what you should have paid for it, the actual value of the vehicle. And people don't get that. So if you should have paid 45 and you paid 50, the moment it hits the street, well, guess what? It dropped 10 grand. So keep that all in mind. Basic builds, comfort is important because you're going to have to get your rest out here. People complain that they don't get rest. Well, did you set your van up so you could? Well, no, I didn't think of that. Well, you need to. Big D saying, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, share the channel. Let's go make some monies.